up, YouTube? This is GeoStealth1, and I'm coming to you with another, I can say, update, maybe upgrade. So I'm just going to go step by step into different features of this video on the update that I want to do for the SCX10 Jeep Rubicon. Well, if you are in actuality crawling, you want your RC to look as scale as possible. So I've done a lot of upgrades with the RC right now. I am planning to paint the body. I'm not too sure what theme I should go with. I've been thinking about a few things that I want to go with and make it a little bit more different than a lot of other RCs. Kind of like if you look at my Rustler Mamba Monster, you know, hey, you know, that's Geo's. So that's kind of the same thing I want to do with this RC. I'm going to definitely have to do a pretty kick-ass paint theme for it. But that being said, I need to make it still look as scale as possible. Like if I'm shooting a video, people would possibly think I'm driving this unit. So let's start off with one of the first upgrades that I'm going to put this. This is the Integy. Let me focus on you. This is the Integy fire extinguisher for the 1/10 scale that I'm going to adapt into the RC. I'm thinking about putting two, but as of right now, it's just going to be one. Now, the next thing I plan to do with the RC is I ended up checking this out, and this is from Hot Racing. And this is the scale portable fold-up winch anchor. Now, I do have the RC four-wheel drive winch available in the front right now, and this is the worn winch, which I'm definitely gonna plan to have this utilized once I start doing crawls with a lot of other RCers out there that I've been meeting as of late. So I ended up acquiring this, so I'm able to pull this because I know a lot of times they have competitions to where you can't touch your RC and you have to do a lot of finagling with the RC. So I said, all right, you know what, this is definitely something cool to have, as opposed to having the hook right there. I'm going to adapt this unit and have that set up. Next, I ended up acquiring this, and this was pretty inexpensive, which I was kind of shocked on how inexpensive this was. And this is from Yeah Racing, and this is the 10 scale RC Rock Crawler Accessory Kit, and it comes with a lot of stuff. But the cool thing about this stuff, it does come with the jack, comes with an axe, comes with a shovel, and something else which I have no idea what it is, but yeah, it's another, I guess, tool, I guess a hoe or something like, yeah, a little shovel, and maybe like a hoe. It does come with gas tank, it does come with a plastic winch, and then it does come with the mountable brackets to hold these tools and to hold the gas tank itself, which that's pretty cool. I picked this up for like around $10. So this is something cool that I'm going to adapt into the RC as well. Also, you guys are going to see in a later video that I acquired this. I ended up acquiring a real working jack from RC four-wheel drive, which I'm going to unveil on another video. I did not get it in the mail yet, but I ended up acquiring this. Now, if you're probably wondering what the heck this is, this in actuality is the mountable bracket for the jack, which I'm going to put in the front, which is going to be pretty awesome. I got this at a pretty good deal as well, so I'm definitely interested in putting this on and seeing how it works out. So that's going to be another upgrade that I'm going to put onto this RC to make it look a little bit more scale. Last but not least, I ended up getting this from boomracingrc.com, and this was pretty cool because when I saw it, I said, you know what, I was going to buy another set of rims and super swampers for the RC, and I decided not to because I ended up getting a tire cover, and if you could read carefully what it says they hate us because they ain't us, which when I saw it, I was like, look, I gotta buy that. That's pretty funny. So I'm gonna go step by step, break this video up on each and every one of the accessories that I acquired for this RC, and I'll give you the part numbers and stuff like that for you guys to you know, if you're interested in acquiring it, you should be good to go. So let me catch you in a few. Alrighty, so I'm gonna crack this open right now, and we're gonna install the back spare tire cover onto the RC. So let me just cut this open and see exactly what you're getting. So it's kind of like a pleather type material, and it does have an elastic band for the back as well. So let's wrap this bad boy in and see how this is going to come out. I'm sorry, this is taking a little bit longer than I expected. Alrighty, so this is what she looks like. It's not as snug as I want it to be. I'll prepare to, I guess, retrofit this a little bit tighter in a few. Let me see. Alrighty, there we go. So if you're looking at that, when I'm gonna be on the crawling with all the other RC enthusiasts, they're gonna read this. So a lot of them do a lot of filming, so that's gonna be pretty funny once I have that available. So that's definitely a cool upgrade. I like this one. Oh, by the way, the part number is, here we go, BRSCA C083D. And you can acquire this part from boomracingrc.com. So let's go on to the next upgrade. Alrighty, so now I'm coming to you with the yearracing.com accessory kit, which is pretty cool. Let me crack this thing open and see exactly what we're going to be getting. So as I start opening this up, I'll notice a few things that I will be utilizing for this RC. So this is the jack. It is plastic. It will be mounted right here for the SCX10. This is the mounting bracket for the tools that I'm going to have, and I'm going to put that behind the RC. And these are the tools that I'm going to be going with. Small shovel, kind of like a pick shovel. I do have an axe and I do have a regular shovel, so that will be adapted right here. I guess I have to put screws in right there, connect these tools, which I guess is just easy click in. Oh, somewhat easy. Maybe that doesn't fit there, maybe that goes there. Well, I gotta figure, I don't want to break it. I'll figure out which holes this goes into, and then what is the next part that I have to adapt onto this unit. Aha! So, I have the gasoline tank, which definitely any crawler should have a little gasoline tank, and also I do have the mounting bracket for it as well. And that would go right there. Now I have to somehow mount it somewhere. I'm not too sure where it's gonna mount. It's probably gonna be behind the seat, the back of the rear seat, just to have that available. And that will go there. Now, I do have this plastic winch, which I'm not going to utilize since I already have a real working winch right there. So that will not be upgraded into the RC. Just a quick note. There are no screws available for this RC, so primarily what I'm going to have to do is go into my toolkit, get a few screws, and also get my reamer. And I'm going to do a little bit of body modifications for the RC. Now on this same video, this adaptive kit for the jack does come with screws, and I do still have to do the reamer right there. So I have to install this. When I come back, everything will be installed, and you guys can check that out. And we'll see what we do from that point on. Alrighty, so part one was me mounting this jack with the mountable brackets for the jack. Now, I kind of cheated a little bit. I'm not, as of right now, since I am doing a new body, I'm not going to go into reaming out the body for this unit right now. What initially I did was I came across and utilized double-sided tape, put it underneath, and then mounted the brackets to the body itself. And also when I needed to mount the jack, it does come with the, I guess it looks like a safety cable strap for if this was an actuality working unit for the jack not to separate itself. But when I get the STRC new jack, that's going to definitely be needed. Also, when you do screw these, which is cool, they give you steel screws with this. When you do screw that in and you do line everything up, just do yourself a favor, Remy it out just a little bit for these screws to go in there. Not too much, because this is what mounts onto the jack. And once you mount that on, it should look really scaled for your RC. So now I'm going to move on and installing the other tools in the gas tank, and we'll see where we're at. Okay, so I just installed all the accessory parts for the AXIAL SCX10 as a temporary installation, as opposed to me coming across and doing a full installation with the brand new body. Now, primarily what I did is that I mounted the gas cap over here, the gas tank over here. Now you're probably wondering, that's kind of weird of where you put it at, but I've seen a lot of real Jeep Rubicons that have it mounted over there. I know a lot of people either put it behind the chair or in the or in actuality hanging off the back as well. I ended up opting with this side, and I'm probably going to get another one for the other side. Here's where my complications are happening right now. Well, I ended up installing this. I have no idea where this hook goes to, or where would I put it on. I mean, it goes into my winch. I mean, I was thinking about just detaching it over here and just having it like hang there, you know, for me to utilize some other time. But how would you guys install that? I know there's a lot of crawlers in this community that is able to assist of where would I put this winch, or should I just strap it down somewhere down there and, you know, put it like an accessory for me to utilize. Another thing that I wanted to touch base on, as you can see, I have the fire extinguisher back there, and I ended up mounting a few more tools right there. So as you can see, I was able to mount it into the back of the AXIAL SCX10. I am planning to acquire a few other things with this RC. Here are the upgrades down the list of what I'm going with, and maybe you can assist me of what's going to be the next upgrades I am going to do with the SCX10. Now, with the body that I'm utilizing, I do have the top part, the hard cover for the RC. I'm not too sure which color I'm going to go with, but that's primarily what I'm looking at this point. There is a company out there, which I will promote them later on once I do the upgrades, where I'm able to change this whole piece out to a different type of angry eyes plastic, and I'm able to put in my LEDs over here. Now I am going to have working left and right turn signals with this RC. Also, other upgrades that are going to happen with this RC is the Mip Drive Shafts, Untitled Drive Shafts, which I'm installing into this. I am also either going to go with the Pro line or the King shocks for this SCX10. Other upgrades will happen where I am going to buy a little bit more accessories, which there is a mountable back rack kit that comes over here, and it mounts everything into the back to where I have accessibility to a whole bunch of more accessories on top of the RC itself. I was going to change this out for the RC four-wheel drive, but a few people have told me the flexibility of having the stock one is a much better feature for me to have on this RC. So I'm going to test that out, see if that gives me the more rigid flexibility. I do plan to crawl with a few people So that will be on an up and coming video. I will take video of the crawl, and also I will crawl myself. Other things that I plan to get, give me your input on the motor and ESC that I should utilize. People just tell me don't even bother, just waterproof the ESC and then you should be good to go. The receiver is waterproof from Spectrum, but the ESC isn't. So I was thinking about possibly waterproofing it. I'm not too sure. Maybe I'll go with the Tekin system. If I do go with a Tekin, just for you guys out there who crawl a lot, give me a heads up of which Tekin motor you would go with. Well, which Tekin motor that I should go with that you have, that you've definitely enjoyed utilizing. Other upgrades that are going to happen with this, I am going to get more Vanquish products, hot racing products, possible Integy products. If you guys don't know what's in here right now, I do have the better servo waterproof one from Savox. Also, I'm running the Vanquish lighting kit. I'm running beadlock rims with super swampers, fully RC screw kit out. I have to adapt the control for the winch as well, and just more and more things I have to upgrade for this RC. But this is what I'm asking. I know there are a few things that I do have to install into the RC once I get ready for this crawl, which is happening very fast. So I'm trying to get these parts really quick. So at the release of this video, if you guys can do me a favor, give me a few things you would want me to get on this RC before I even start on this crawl, which is a definite must-have for the RC. So your input is definitely well appreciated, and who knows, maybe I'll shout your channel out and I'll say you gave me the idea, which I always do. Anyway, rate, comment, subscribe, and tell my fellas up on YouTube. Later.